Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to the Perfect Talk with Dr. Hlami. My name is Hlami. I'm your host. You came to the right platform where demand meets supply of knowledge and information. In this platform, we bridge the knowledge gap. Let me remind you again what PERFECT stands for: policies, education, research, farming and finance, extension and advisory services, communications, and the issues of technologies and trade. You may recall that in our last episode, we had such a wonderful person, Steven Barnard, whom we hosted. You might recall, that military guy who was inspired by a very unfortunate situation, but he took it upon himself to say, for in his entire life, he's going to be promoting zero hunger and using very innovative ways of encouraging people to start, growing their own vegetables. You start with nothing. Ladies and gentlemen, as I had promised, we have Steven Barnard again today, where we'll be bridging the knowledge gap. Steven, may you please welcome our viewers and our listeners out there. Welcome to the show.
Welcome everybody. Good to be back. Thank
Okay.
you, Hlami, for inviting me back.
Yeah, you see, maybe we have to do the military way, where we kind of, yeah. Steven, today we are talking very, very practical things, because I remember last time it was more theory. You must be showing a bit of background, and I wanted to invite you, is because I'm very much, excited about your farmer kids concept. So what
Yes,
I did, I went to your website and tried
yes,
to look, for some things, and I found this. Do you want to say something
yes.
about what is this farmer kids something something? What is it all about?
Well, first of all, I think the logo is very important
Okay.
because it shows youth from all cultures,
Hmm.
from all generation group. I'm talking about from the little ones right up to teenagers
Yes.
can participate in farming.
Hmm.
And that's why that logo is important because the slogan is farming is fun. South
Okay.
Africa has had some very bad experiences for farmers with the farm movers and their tax and the droughts and everything they've been through. But so the whole concept of farming is when you say to young people farm, they say woo 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 woo.
Yeah.
We're saying no 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 no. There's another way to do this, and
Okay.
that's micro farming.
I,
Micro farming, starting small, using small pieces of land that children
mhm.
can actually now get involved in farming.
I like it when you say you want people to think of farming as something that is fun. I remember when I was young, we always equate, farming to punishment, or agriculture to punishment, because
Yeah,
when you were in high school or primary school, when you do something wrong, that's when you'll be sent to the field to go and do, agriculture. So we always, equated agriculture and punishment, and you didn't want to find yourself actually doing that. What is your take now when you talk to young people? How do you entice them? How do you change their mentality that agriculture is not punishment, but it's something that is so valuable? Actually, agriculture is even the career that was defined from the beginning of, life in the Genesis. Is the only
yeah,
career that was defined from the beginning of, um, when you take the biblical, term. So that
yes.
cannot be a punishment.
Hlami, I think the majority of people in the world today
Hmm.
have a job. They are controlled by someone else.
Okay.
They have been, mindset has been become a consumer.
Yes,
And as soon as you're a consumer, someone has power over you.
I hear you.
Someone determines what food you're going to eat. Someone determines what car you're going to drive. Someone
Thank you.
determines what house you're going to stay in, how much tax you're going to pay, etc., etc., etc.
Thank you.
Now, what we do is we say, no, wait a minute, here's an opportunity to become sustainably free. And people look at me and say to me, but you're crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But if you can teach someone how to farm,
Yes.
and they start with vegetables, but they eventually got chickens, and then they got ducks, and then they got pigs, and then they got what we also do is aquaponics, where you integrate fish and vegetable farming.
Okay. Okay.
All of a
Yes.
sudden, this person becomes free. I
Yes.
was talking to a very senior member of a company that we're working with at the moment,
Mm-hmm.
and he said to me, it's so fantastic because my children and I do not buy vegetables anymore.
Yeah.
We cannot have you go to a vegetable, a retail store, and
Yeah.
there's a bunch of spinach being sold for 18 to 20 rand.
I know.
And we come home and we say, but it cost us 1 rand to grow that spinach.
Okay.
It took us a couple of hours every week
Yes.
to grow our spinach. And so
Mm-hmm.
we are free. But at the same time,
Yes.
we are creating a spiritual freedom, a sense of satisfaction, a
Yes.
sense of I can.
I can. I love that. So I went to your website again, and this is what I found. So the Farmer Kids, program that I would like you to say a little bit more about. You say farming is fun, and it's Farmer Kids, and I can see you you are surrounded by children. Everybody is actually doing something and all that. So our listeners out there, please do visit, the Farmer Kids, website if you want to learn more about what Steven is doing with this. But again, I found, this. What can you tell? I saw the spinach and I'm like, oh. Okay, what do you want to say about what the pictures that I'm seeing here?
Well, that was a project we did with Groot FM, which is a radio and television station.
Yes.
Yeah. And they phoned me and said they found this school in the middle of about 4 or 5 squatter camps that were all around the school.
Yes.
And the children there, they were getting food, but it wasn't enough. Okay. So can't we please come and help?
Okay.
So I went to Tire Mart, who's my sponsor for the tires.
Yes.
And I said to them, listen, we've got a school, we need a lot of tires. So another company sponsored me a very big trailer, a double-wheel trailer, and we loaded close onto 100 tires.
Wow.
On that trailer.
So you are recycling. You are recycling.
Oh, definitely. This all goes about recycling. I mean, I'm going to show you what I do with recycled.
I love that. I love to see that. Yes.
And so a local. There was a chicken farmer not far from where they were.
Yes.
So we went and got chicken manure.
Okay.
And the children mixed the chicken manure with the ground, and we taught them in one morning how to do the project. The growing with the tire and the Coke bottle.
Yes.
And this was the result after 2 months. They sent me these photos and said,
wow,
we are eating the most incredible spinach.
Organic.
Amongst that, there's not only spinach, all organic. And the children have got so much more energy. Because instead of eating pop, they are now eating pop with vegetables. As a supplement.
Thank you. You know, Steven, this is very important because I also do a lot of, talks and teaching around, the issues of food security. When we talk about food security, it's about access, it's about availability, but the nutritional aspect of it becomes very important, and the sustainability of it. What I'm hearing from you is that it's not enough for people to just have a plate of food. You have to think about what kind of food goes onto that plate.
Well, Hlami, what you're saying is so important because, working in the townships at the moment, there are some children that are going to school just with a slice of bread and a cup of tea. COVID has created devastation, which the average people out there don't know what is happening.
We will talk with COVID because I've been following you, and every day you were sending, those videos and all that.
Yeah.
Let's pause a little bit because I want you to share with our viewers so that they know where to get more additional information. Yeah.
Yes.
Because I follow you. It's like I follow you like That is why I thought, you know what, let me just invite you. Let's share with our people so that there's no justification for going hungry.
Yes.
That's what I'm hearing from
Well,
you. There's no justification
yeah,
for going hungry.
no.
Okay.
You see what happened when COVID kicked in and our president said for the next 21 days, you're going to be sitting at home and you're not allowed to do this and you're not allowed to do that.
Yes.
That information which was there
Mhm.
was on our website, but you had to pay for it.
Yes.
And
Okay.
I
No,
said,
no, we will surely, because
yeah,
you're giving information, and at some point you also have to make a living, you know, so you cannot
I
just
know, you know,
information
yeah,
and information.
no, I understand that, but I
Yes.
said,
Mhm.
what can I do?
Yes.
The small non-profit organization
Yes.
make a contribution in this time where people are feeling badgered, they are feeling closed
Yes.
in, they are feeling depressed. What can
Yes.
I do as an
Mhm.
individual to
Yes.
make a difference in the country? And so I
Thank
said,
you.
I took all of my material, which I've developed now over 10 years, and
Yes.
I put it on YouTube for free. So
Thank you.
every day I
Thank you.
sent a new lesson
Yes.
which people could take, that they could follow and they could go and apply.
Yes.
And the result has been absolutely phenomenal. I've got 4,500 followers on
I can
my
imagine.
various websites
I can imagine.
and on my YouTube, and you're one of them,
Yes.
um, where
Yes.
I
And
could give a new lesson every
exactly.
day
Yes.
saying, this is how you grow tomatoes.
Yes.
This is how you grow potatoes, with a
Yes.
little song
Yes.
that which brightens up your day, and the little ones sing their song and they
Yes.
learn more about the vegetable.
Yes.
So yeah, that is what we did, and the result has been now
Yes.
that we have leaders in South Africa who are phoning me and saying, Stephen, please, I'm a chief.
Yes.
I've got 60, 70 villages
Yes.
where most of the people are unemployed. Please
Yes.
come and help us to train the people how to do what you showed us.
That is
So
the spirit. That is the spirit, you know, Stephen. And I would like to partner with you on, you know, some of these projects, because I strongly believe that if we want to change the status quo, we have to do bottom up. We have to start where it matters, and
yes,
the power is in our hands to change our food security status.
yes,
Stephen, talking about, you know, those little videos, and I got these on your website, and I'm like, ooh, you're talking about the veggie family. And
yes.
yeah, so there is a veggie family there, and you know there is a Benny the Bee, and all that, and Tammy Thomas, you know,
Tammy tomato,
Tammy Tomato,
Tammy
and all
tomato.
that.
That's my
Just
favorite. Yeah.
yeah, just give me just maybe pick one of the character here
Well,
and say something about it. Yeah.
okay. In working in the townships
Mm-hmm.
and spending time in the creches, I realized that the children in the morning
Mm-hmm.
do what they call memory verse.
I see.
They read a scripture and they say it over and over and over again, and that sparked the idea.
I
My
hear.
son Sean is a singer and an actor.
Okay.
He actually helped me make the Garden of Life video, which is on YouTube as well.
I hear.
And anyway, so I said, well, what is going to be the simplest way of teaching the children? So that's where we started writing the rap. So I wrote every rap, I'm a songwriter and a poet
Oh,
in my spare time, in my hobby. So
okay.
all of those songs which you see,
Yeah.
I personally wrote, and I gave them to my son,
Okay.
and he took it and he turned it into a rap. So
Okay.
we have little children saying, I'm Tammy Tomato, I'm all
Connie
bright
Carrot.
red, I got a little green thing on the top of my head.
Wow.
I grow on a vine with all my friends.
Yes.
We wiggle round sticks, make loops and bends.
I love that.
We got lots of vitamins and elements in me. Our
Yes.
fruit is juicy, so come and eat me.
Wow. You know, I wish, you know, if someone there, I wish, you know, the Minister of, you know, Education could actually, basic education could actually hear this, because this could be one way of, you know, bringing, you know, agriculture literacy back to our schools, you know, from from your primary school or even kindergarten.
Yes.
I mean, if I were to learn this way, Stephen, surely agriculture will be fun. And I understand why you say you make agriculture fun. So let us see,
Yes.
maybe if we are lucky, we could actually get, somebody, from the Department of Education who could, find something, this information interesting, so that we see how we bring agriculture back, into the curriculum and make it, fun.
Well,
I will be
if
very
you have a
much
look,
happy to see that
yeah,
happening.
an important thing, Hlami, is what we did
Hmm.
is we took the whole curriculum, the vegetable, and if you look at the video clips, you will
Yes.
see there's a thing which it describes the plant.
Oh,
There's a
I
thing
found it.
which describes.
Here we go.
There we go. There we go.
Yes,
There we
I
go.
know.
So
I went to your
it,
website and I was looking and I saw, okay,
so
fine, you
so
also go beyond
we
and
linked
explain.
it to the curriculum. We
Yes,
linked it to the
exactly.
curriculum because
Hmm.
these are the things which the children must learn.
Yes.
And we've also taken hands with SA Chefs. I've become
Okay.
a member of SA Chefs with
Yes.
a farm to fork program.
Yes.
So I've designed a program which says, now once you have grown your vegetables, what do
Yes.
you do with it? Now
Okay.
you can start making jam.
Yeah.
You can start making bottled beetroot. You can start
Yes.
doing a whole lot of things. So
Yes.
it creates a whole business opportunity and a
Exactly.
value cycle
Yes.
around the vegetables.
You know what, Stephen? Because in this platform, that's where I want people with like-minded, ideas to come together. 2 weeks ago, I hosted a lady from the United States of America, Dr. Norma Samuel. She also started something around, let's talk, gardening, but she also have ideas where she teaches people on how to, do, food preservations and all that. I'm going to link you with her and see what will
Fantastic.
come out, from this union. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm definitely
Well,
going to link you because
well,
I can see similarities in your approach and what you do.
yeah, I tell you, the thing which happened this week on Thursday when I
Mhm.
was training down in Cape Town, in
Yes,
Simonstown, is
yes,
they're sitting with so many military veterans and their wives and children that are unemployed.
yes.
So Mrs. Tandi Shlongwana, the chief of the Navy's wife, actually invited me to do the workshop.
Okay.
Now what we're talking about is
Mhm.
taking that whole community
Yes.
and saying the Navy is now buying their vegetables from some other retailer
Whoa.
that's making a lot of money.
Yes.
Why don't they mobilize that community to
Yes.
supply the Navy?
Not
Using
only,
Navy military veterans and community members
yes.
to do the quality control, to
Yeah.
do the packaging, and supply the Navy. The
What?
Navy is spending millions of rands every year
Yes.
on vegetables. Why don't they buy it from their own communities?
Yes. And Stephen, I can't imagine because all the communities have, schools and there are school feeding programs.
Yes,
I can
yes,
imagine that communities can be able to supply food for the school feeding
of
programs.
course
There
they
is
can.
nothing that stops us from doing that. No?
Yeah.
Okay,
If
Stephen,
you look
my
on our,
time is
yeah,
sorry, my time is
Steve,
running because I still wanted you to demonstrate, that bottle thing.
okay.
Yes.
Well, just to show your viewers what could actually happen. I mean,
Yes.
when people have a look at this,
Yes.
they will say it is a 2-liter cool drink bottle. Never mind the
Yes.
brand.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
But now I want to show them what it actually is.
Okay.
If you take the label off,
Yes.
all right.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the label.
Yes.
Okay. And you wrap it up
Yes.
like that.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
And now you take that.
Yes.
And where you've got a tomato plant or a peas or whatever, you now tie it around. If this was the stick,
I see.
and now it becomes a tie up
I see.
for that plant against the stick. So you don't throw these anyway.
Okay. Okay.
And you can reuse it over and over and over again.
Yeah.
You take your bottle and you
Yes.
turn it into a hydroponic system. So this is a nail
Yes.
that's been sharpened. There we go.
Yes. Yes. I
And
can
what I
see
do
that.
is I sing the song, and you've got to repeat after me now.
Okay,
North,
I
south,
will do it.
east, west, 1, 2, 3. You got it.
Okay. What should I
North,
say?
north, south,
Yes.
east, west, 1, 1, 2,
2,
3.
3. Okay. Yes.
You got it.
Yes.
North,
North, south,
south, east,
west,
west, 1,
1,
2,
2,
3.
3.
Lungile Baba, Lungile. All
Okay.
right. So
Yes.
what do we mean by that? We say north, south,
Okay.
east,
Yes.
west,
West. Yes.
1, 2,
3.
3.
Okay.
So now we've got a hydroponic system because with 12 holes in the bottle, we plant the bottle in the ground,
Yes.
and now the water goes into the top
Yes.
and runs straight to the roots. So
Yes.
you use less water,
Yes.
the nutrition goes straight to the plants,
Yes.
you have less impact on evaporation.
Yes. I remember.
So
You remember this picture? We were
yes,
doing
yes,
that.
yes. I was training you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
You were training me and my little one. Yes.
Yeah. So that what we've done now is we've taken something which is thrown away,
Yes.
and we've now turned it into a hydroponic system.
Yes.
If we have a look at what we also do with the bottles,
Mm-hmm.
this is a seedling tray. All right.
Okay. Okay.
Let me open it up.
Yes.
What we do is we take egg cartons which people normally throw away, the egg trays.
Yes.
We put soil in it.
Yes.
And we put our seed in there. We close it up.
I see.
And we put the lid on here. And now this becomes a seedling tray. Now, because it gets hot,
yes,
and you'll see there the condensation.
Yes.
The bottle now becomes, so this becomes my beetroot plants. This becomes spinach, etc. And all the small plants. Let me take one out quickly.
Yes.
And here you can see this little plant has now grown. Look at that. Has now grown in the Coke bottle. And it's ready to be transplanted into the ground, into my tires.
This is amazing. This is amazing. So I know,
and we're teaching children of 2-3 years old to do it.
Exactly. So and for me, this is a practical example of how you are making, agriculture fun. It was also fun for me. I remember when my daughter, we went to the school and we were teaching, these kids, and it was quite fun. And yes, so Steven, where will people find you?
Well, my cell phone number is South African code 2782-651-3456. Okay. I repeat that. 82-651-3456.
Yes.
But it's on our website, Farmer Kids.
Yes.
And then you can go onto the YouTube channel Farmer Kids with a Z.
With a Z.
Farmer Kids with a Z, not a S.
Yes.
All right?
Yes.
And then my email address is Steven B, STEVENB,
yes,
at Nunet, NUNET.co.za. And I would welcome anyone who wants help or anyone that's prepared to support us, because we've got thousands of people that need help out there.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Steven. I'm sure I'm going to invite you again, because some of the people will say, no, we want to learn more and all that. So, during this program, you are offering that, you can actually support, but you also need support, because at the end of the day, we also have to make a living. So we really call on, business, you business there, if you have your social responsibility kind of, a component in your company, and you don't know what to do the money, what to use the money for, you know where to invest the money. Even if you know where to invest the money, you can also channel your resources so that we do, achieve, this food security. What we want to see, not only in South Africa, in Southern Africa, we want to achieve 30 million food secured communities out there. We will need all the help that we need. And as you have seen, and as we have demonstrated, we don't necessarily need big, piece of land. We can start small. So we need, that support. You know where to find us. Let us support each other. If Africa could be food secured, then we won't have so many problems that we have. And I think we do have that in our hands. We have the power to change things in our hands. I would like to see, Stephen, I would like to see 30 million schools in Africa doing
Wow.
what you are doing. You know, I want to see
I'd love
every
that.
school. Yes, I want to see every school in our
All
country,
singing
in
Te Ente
Africa,
Mata.
taking the power into their hands. I would like to see that.
Yeah.
And I hope, you know, we'll be working together to mobilize and see if we can be able to achieve that. I strongly believe that we can achieve that in the next 10 years.
Yeah,
Yes,
I do too. I do
yes.
too.
So we like to
But
call
we need
on, you know,
strong leaders.
yes, we would like to call on our leaders. We like to call on, you know, individuals, churches, and everyone who wants to join us on this call to just, you know, subscribe. You know where to find us. Let us all work together to make our communities secure, to make our community food secured. There's no justification for going hungry. There's no justification. If we have the hands, we can have, you know, the small tire, we have the seedlings, and we go on and plant. And let us give it a try and see what result it actually brings. Stephen, thank you again once more. Once more, I really, really appreciate your time. And hopefully we'll be going to, you know, those communities, and we'll be teaching people, and we will be making, making, you know, the change that we want to see. Thank you very much once again.
Well, I'm calling on the leaders in Africa. It's time to stand up. We
Yes.
don't need other continents and countries to tell us what to do. We know what to do. It's in us. We Africans,
Yes,
and we
exactly.
in the soil. So let's make it happen.
Thank you. I like it. I like, you know, to hear, you know, a statement like that. And with COVID, you know, COVID has taught us that the communities that are more resilient are the communities that grow their own food.
Of course,
Yes.
of
And
course,
yes, let
of
us
course.
learn from these experiences. Let us go out there. There's no justification for not starting. There's no justification for going hungry. There's no justification for waiting for big pots of monies to start small. Let us all, you know, start together. And God bless. Thank you very much. You know where to find
Thank
us.
you.
We will see you again next time. We'll be bringing, you know, some exciting people who are making a difference in the agricultural sector. And we are also calling you to actually do something. Small steps, big steps. Until next time, you know where to find us. Thank you very much.